Okay, I have an announcement. By the way, happy Mother's Day. That's another announcement. But the announcement on Mother's Day is that Brock Purdy is very clearly better than Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love. I put out a tweet a few days ago because this is an inane argument going on online. Somehow, some way, there are people that think that Jordan Love is better than Brock Purdy. They forgot that football is a sport that is measured by what you have actually accomplished on the field. It doesn't matter where you were drafted. I don't care that Jordan Love was a first-round draft pick and then Brock Purdy went number 262. If 262 has played better than Jordan Love, he is a better football player than Jordan Love. Anyway, Brock Purdy's in the news. I'm going to illustrate why and how exactly Brock Purdy is better than Jordan Love. But the Dwight Clark Legacy Series event is on Thursday, and Brock Purdy, Steve Young, Jeff Garcia, and Alex Smith will all speak at that event at the California Theater in San Jose. I'm very much looking forward to it. Steve Young on any stage is always great. Steve Young on a stage with Brock Purdy, that's going to be fireworks. That's going to give us, I think, some new insight into the young 49ers quarterback who's going to be entering his third season now as the 49ers starter. He's younger than Jordan Love, back to the actual topic here, and better than Jordan Love. Look at this last year. This is efficiency on the y-axis. Brock Purdy way more efficient than any other quarterback in the league. Why is he further to the left? Because his pass protection is worse. Look, average pass protection on the x-axis, so you measure the quarterback moving left and right here. Average pass protection would be right here. Brock Purdy's way over here. Love had good pass protection and good efficiency. Meanwhile, Brock Purdy had poor pass protection and awesome efficiency. So Brock Purdy has been much better than Jordan Love with worse pass protection. Another look at this, not pass protection-wise, but just efficiency-wise. Brock Purdy, very top right. It's completion percentage above expectation. EPA per play, which is efficiency per play. You want to be in the top right? Brock Purdy's in the very top right. This is extreme top right. Brock Purdy probably should have been the most valuable player last year. Jordan Love, good quarterback. Brock Purdy, excellent quarterback. We judge by actual results. We don't live in draft fantasy land. If you want to talk about physical measurements, Brock Purdy's are pretty damn good. I think he's quicker than Jordan Love out of the gate. 10-yard split, moving away from potential defenders. It's been harder to sack Brock Purdy than it has been to sack Jordan Love. And again, get out of here with the argument of supporting cast, because Brock Purdy's actually had a worse supporting cast when it comes to probably the most important components of it. Pass protection. The pass protection has been worse. He's been more efficient. The fact that this is a debate is an absolute joke. It's an indictment of football discourse right now. If you are the more productive player, if you've showed up better on tape, then you are the better player, period. You don't just get to make up that somebody is a better player because they were drafted higher. And I think that's what's behind this Jordan Love, Brock Purdy discourse, but maybe it's something else. I don't know. But Brock Purdy has been much better than Jordan Love. It is not a question. If you wanted a microcosm of this within the course of an actual game, look at the playoffs. When the 49ers needed points, they got a touchdown from Brock Purdy, leading a essentially perfect drive. I think he was 6 of 7 against the Packers. George Kittle dropped the pass on that drive, but obviously Purdy was able to make up for it. Jordan Love then just needed a field goal, and he completely melted under pressure, went full Brett Favre, threw across his body. It was intercepted by Dre Greenlaw. One of these quarterbacks succeeded. The other failed. If you don't like that, deal with it. Brock Purdy is a whole heck of a lot better than Jordan Love. The gap actually is fairly large at this point. Now, Love, he has a chance to improve, but so does Brock Purdy. And we're going to hear about the improvement that Brock Purdy can potentially make, the next step in front of him at the Dwight Clark Legacy Series event on Thursday in San Jose. I can't wait to hear Purdy, Jeff Garcia, Alex Smith, and obviously Steve Young on the stage. I think Steve Young, though, how philosophically he talks about the quarterback position, he's going to pose some good questions, I think, for Brock Purdy. I think we heard the podcast with Young and Purdy late in the 2023 season, and I thought that might have been the most insight we had gotten into Brock Purdy so far. Well, this last year we got great insight from Kyle Shanahan. Christian McCaffrey was up on the stage at the Dwight Clark Legacy Series event. I think this year we're going to get much more into Purdy himself, and it's going to be awesome. So we'll find out what he can do to become even better this year, because you go back to this last season, he was the best quarterback in football, the most efficient guy in terms of accuracy, in terms of efficiency. We hadn't seen deep ball accuracy as good as Brock Purdy's ever last year in recorded history. It was at 60% plus on his deep throws. We hadn't seen intermediate efficiency as good as Brock Purdy's. He had led all quarterbacks in documented history on throws between 10 and 20 yards. That went back a quarter century as well. He was excellent with his legs. That's something that people couldn't get behind for a long time, but they finally saw it against the Packers and Jordan Love. And obviously in the NFC Championship game, Purdy is one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the league. He, I think, really improved his ability to stay in the pocket. He didn't bail to his left as much. And when he did bail to his left, he was a plus quarterback that started drawing comparisons to Patrick Mahomes. Yes, he did it with a good supporting cast as far as receivers and Christian McCaffrey went. But again, Brock Purdy was better than any other quarterback in the league, despite having pass protection that was worse than most QBs in the league. Anyway, fun week on tap. So that's going to be good. Other part of this fun week on tap, on Saturday, I am swimming the Golden Gate Bridge. This is me and my best friend Colton swimming Alcatraz back in October, but we are happy to announce that we will be doing something even crazier. This was swimming from Alcatraz back to the city. We are going to be swimming through the Golden Gate Bridge, starting off in the open Pacific Ocean and then moving back toward the city. So this swim right here of Alcatraz, even though it was in 3-foot swells, I mean, it was choppy, it was tough. This swim was child's play compared to what we will be doing on Saturday. We're going to be jumping into this ice cold bay water, maybe a little bit warmer than ice, but not much, at about 5 a.m., right around the first traces of sunlight. And we're going to be jumping in on the other side of that bridge that you see, the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge. We'll be coming in through the bridge, obviously with Alcatraz kind of to our left, but ahead of us, over toward San Francisco. So it's going to be about, I think, 7 miles is what I understand. Water temperature in the low 50s. It's going to start colder. It starts colder in the ocean, and it's going to get warmer as we move inland. I can show you the map of what this is going to look like right here. So we're going to start out by Point Bonita, the lighthouse, and we're going to swim in through the actual Golden Gate, right, following the cursor, through the bridge, and we're going to finish on the beaches of Aquatic Park in San Francisco. Last time it was just this. It was Alcatraz into the city. This time it's going to be this. Point Bonita, across the bridge, all the way to the city. If you zoom out a little bit, you can see the full breadth of the swim. So hopefully I survived to tell the tale. Should be fun. Big week. Swimming the Golden Gate on Saturday. Should take about 3.5 hours. We'll see. Big week for Brock Purdy, who, yes, he's better than Jordan Love. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. We will talk to you very soon.